Have you ever felt like something was off, like reality itself was a flickering hologram, a trick of the mind? This isn't just the plot of a science fiction movie, but a question that has haunted philosophers and scientists for centuries. Are we living in a simulation? This is the central question posed by the simulation hypothesis, a mind-bending idea that suggests our reality might be a highly advanced computer program. The simulation hypothesis proposes that we are not living in a base reality, the original universe, but rather in a simulated one. This simulation would be so sophisticated that it's indistinguishable from the real thing, at least to us. Think of it like a video game character unaware that it exists within a digital world. The simulation hypothesis isn't just a thought experiment for late-night conversations. It has serious implications for our understanding of consciousness, technology, and the very fabric of existence. It forces us to confront the limits of our perception and the possibility that everything we know is just a carefully constructed illusion. The idea that reality might be an illusion is not new. It has roots in ancient philosophical traditions around the world. But with the rise of powerful computers and virtual reality, the simulation hypothesis has taken on a new urgency. Could we be on the verge of creating simulations so real that they blur the line between the digital and the physical? And if so, what does that mean for us? The idea that our senses might be deceiving us, that reality is not what it seems, is a recurring theme throughout human history. Long before the age of computers, ancient philosophers grappled with the nature of reality and perception. Their ideas, while expressed in different contexts, resonate surprisingly well with the modern simulation hypothesis. In ancient Greece, Plato's allegory of the cave presented a world where prisoners mistook shadows on a wall for reality. This allegory highlights the limitations of our senses and the possibility that we are only perceiving a pale imitation of the true world. Similarly, the Hindu concept of Maya describes the illusory nature of the material world, suggesting that our perceptions are ultimately a form of deception. These ancient philosophies, though formulated in different times and cultures, share a common thread with the simulation hypothesis, the idea that our experience of reality might be a constructed illusion. While the ancients lacked the language of computer simulations, their insights into the fallibility of human perception and the possibility of a deeper, hidden reality laid the groundwork for modern explorations of the simulation hypothesis. The simulation hypothesis, therefore, is not a radical departure from philosophical thought, but rather a continuation of humanity's long-standing fascination with the nature of reality. It is a testament to the enduring power of these ancient questions and their relevance in the face of ever-evolving technological advancements. The echoes of these ancient ideas remind us that the quest to understand our place in the cosmos is not a new endeavor. It is a journey that humans have embarked upon for millennia, and the simulation hypothesis is just the latest chapter in this ongoing exploration. In 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom published a paper that would reignite the debate about simulated realities. His paper, "Are You Living in a Computer Simulation?" introduced a thought experiment now known as Bostrom's Trilemma. This trilemma presents three possibilities, arguing that at least one must be true. 1. Civilizations are unlikely to reach a level of technological sophistication capable of running realistic simulations. This possibility suggests that creating a simulation as complex as our universe is simply beyond the reach of any civilization, no matter how advanced. 2. Even if civilizations possess the technology to create simulations, they are unlikely to be interested in doing so. This scenario proposes that even with the technological capability, advanced civilizations might have little interest in simulating their past or creating artificial universes. 3. We are almost certainly living in a simulation. This is the most radical proposition of the trilemma, suggesting that if simulations are possible and civilizations are inclined to create them, then the vast majority of beings experiencing reality are likely living in simulations. Bostrom's argument hinges on the idea of substrate independence. This concept suggests that consciousness is not dependent on a specific physical form and could theoretically arise from a sufficiently complex simulation. If consciousness can exist within a simulated environment, then the number of simulated minds could vastly outnumber the number of real minds, making it statistically more likely that we are among the simulated. While Bostrom's Trilemma doesn't offer definitive proof that we are living in a simulation, it highlights the sheer scale of the possibility. It compels us to consider that our reality might be just one of many, a single branch in an expansive simulated multiverse. So, can consciousness actually be programmed? It's a question that has puzzled scientists and philosophers alike for quite some time. You see, consciousness is not just about processing information, it's about experiencing it. And, well, that's where things get really tricky. The human brain is incredibly complex, with billions of neurons firing in intricate patterns. Replicating that in a machine, it's a monumental challenge. But hey, some researchers believe it's not entirely out of reach. They argue that with enough advancements in artificial intelligence and neuroscience, we might one day create a machine that can truly think and feel. It's a fascinating idea, isn't it? But for now, it's still mostly in the realm of science fiction. Only time will tell if we can turn this bold vision into reality. Let's delve into the arguments for and against the simulation hypothesis. On one hand, some argue that the rapid advancements in technology make it plausible that future civilizations could create highly sophisticated simulations. On the other hand, skeptics point out the lack of concrete evidence and the possibility that our understanding of consciousness and reality is still too limited to draw definitive conclusions. It's a fascinating debate that continues to evolve as we learn more. Considering the implications of living in a simulated reality, we face some profound ethical dilemmas. If we are indeed in a simulation, what does that mean for our sense of free will and moral responsibility? Should we strive to break free from the simulation or accept it as our reality? These questions challenge our deepest beliefs and force us to rethink our place in the universe. In a world that might be simulated, the search for meaning takes on new dimensions. Does the possibility of a simulated existence diminish the value of our experiences, or does it add a layer of significance to our quest for understanding? Many believe that regardless of the nature of our reality, the pursuit of knowledge, love, and personal growth remains as important as ever. Ultimately, embracing the unknown is an essential part of the human experience. Whether we are living in a simulation or not, the mysteries of our existence drive us to explore, question, and innovate. It's this curiosity and resilience that define us, pushing the boundaries of what we know and what we can achieve. So let's continue to embrace the unknown with open minds and courageous hearts.